money than you would have paid in 2008. You know?
That's scripture. Psalm 69 and 22. Let their table be. Oh, no. Slap. No. That's not. Slap. That's not it. Yes.
And basically, the system it's always been set up to collapse, to push in that New World Order agenda. And I got another article that I'm gonna bring out. We're gonna tie this in. We're gonna tie this article in with another article, basically. Because what happens when an economy collapses, basically all the gains from this economy regresses. So here it is, you have a lot of people driving. Well, a lot of people are not going to be driving. A lot of people aren't going to be able to afford to drive. You have all of this infrastructure being built up. Well, the infrastructure is crumbling. Like you see now, these different roads and these different bridges, they're going to start crumbling, you know?
And people can't afford the cost of living in these places.
Yeah.
They build these nice, lavish places, and then they raise the price of living, you know? But then they don't raise your wages at your job where you're working.
That's right. And the wages in America have been stagnant for the past, for a long time now. So here it is, the prices of goods and services are going up, but the wages stay stagnant. And jobs aren't being created because people aren't spending money. You know? Okay, we got another article that we're going to bring out real quick. It's called The Coming Water Wars. It's by Dave Hodges, CommonSenseShow.com. It's dated December 11, 2012. It says, very soon America will be forced into water wars in order to secure the precious asset of water for our people. This will force our people into more wars of occupation and a search for water. Meanwhile, every nation that America conquers is one less country that the bankers have to worry about taking over. At the end of the day, if America wants water someday, Americans will have to go to war to obtain water. As any aware person knows, Agenda 21 is being used as a front for the purpose of increasing the bottom line of select global corporations. Bolivia is being exploited to this end and is serving as the canary in the mine with regard to what lies ahead for the United States and the coming water wars. The United States is upon a physical cliff. Economic devastation is in the cards for the U.S. Many wonder what will happen when the country defaults and cannot pay its bills. The answer is simple. Our country will enter receivership. Once receivership is thrusted upon our country, the bankers will begin to take control of our assets. So, you know, just like businesses hold assets, like they might have a company truck, you know, a company building that they purchase. They might have real estate and property. Well, when a company goes bankrupt, they start to sell off those assets to make money, to pay off their debt. Well, that's no different for America. Right now, America's already in bankruptcy because you got a lot of state parks, you got a lot of infrastructure, you got a lot of roads that you ride on. They're being sold to private companies and foreign companies. Now, just like when the dollar collapses and the United States can no longer pay their obligations to these other nations, well, they're going to have to sell off different assets. And one of the major assets is water. You know? I'm gonna bear with me for a second because I want to bring out a scripture.
Basically, the bottom line is that America's. I was looking for a scripture. I know some Psalms. I don't know, maybe you probably know. But pretty much talking about how Esau, he's pretty much going to destroy himself. You know, like he's setting himself up for failure, pretty much, with his philosophies and pretty much his ways of life. It's all a big trick bag.
Yeah.
With it? 26 or not?
No, it's saying good scriptures. 2nd Ezra chapter 12, verse 28.
Yeah.
I got that scripture right here that I wanted to bring out. This is Proverbs 22:7. It says, "The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender."
Right, because we're servants to, and all, just like likewise, these other nations are servants to the lender. So that's a way of enslavement. Just because you don't have shackles and chains, it's a thing called supply and demand. Yeah, you have a supplier and you have someone that has demands.
And another thing is when ultimately the United States collapses and all assets are brought up, the people are already going to be poor because these different companies, they have to comply with these different mandates by the government, like Obamacare, like the different red tape that government lays for businesses. So what happens is, basically, these different private corporations are going to come in and control the United States assets, and things that were free under this government are not going to be free no more. Basically, like toll roads. We just passed the toll road right here. Now, if Maryland gets into debt, which Maryland is in debt, because these different states are in debt, they'll sell off their different toll roads to a private corporation. Right now, it's 55 cents to ride on the toll road. They'll jack it up to $2, $3 maybe. You know?
That's probably what's going on in New York, because the way I remember when I was younger, what it was like $4 to go through the bridge, the Harlem or the Lincoln. Now, that shit is $12 in a matter of X amount of years. Like, and the thing was, that shit used to, it wasn't like, the way they hiking the prices up is way faster than ever. Way fast. They used to hike them prices like every 10 years or something like that. Or maybe every 5-6 years. They hiking them prices up like every 2 years now. Not too long ago, it was $8. I think it went to $8 like 05, 06, 07. Now, 2012, it's like $12 from New Jersey to New York. Like, that shit is retarded. And like the brother's saying, that's pretty much what's to happen. They must have sold that shit to private owners, and they doing what they want to do with them prices. I got a couple scripts. This is the one I was looking for too. The brother pointed it to me. Psalm 7:15. He made a pit and digged it, and it's fallen into the ditch which he made. And that's pretty much plain. You dig a ditch, you set up a trap. You think it's for somebody else, but it's actually for you. You know?
And basically, they're going to squeeze the citizen, these 2/3, you know, these Edomites, mainly these Edomites, man. Because you just seen what happened over there up there in Connecticut, you know. They're going to squeeze these Edomites, and these Edomites, they're going to snap, and they're going to be shooting up shit.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I get Proverbs 28 and 10.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I got it right now. Proverbs 21 and 28 and 10. Whoso causeth the righteous to go astray in an evil way, he shall fall himself into his own pit, but the upright shall have good things in possession.
Right. The first good thing is his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And then after that, everything else is going to fall in place. Like when shit hits the fan in this society, and people are scrambling and scratching and scuffling and sweating.
Looking for answers and shit.
Yeah, they're looking for answers, and they're gonna be looking for food. They're gonna be looking for water to drink. You're gonna whatever, you know, the bare essentials. The men of the Lord is gonna have that, man. You know.
Verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
The rich man is wise in his own conceit, but the poor that have understanding searcheth him out.
Right.
And that's what's going on now, you know. That's why we're bringing out these articles and putting 2 and 2 together and filtering them through the scriptures.
Yeah, because we have understanding. We're the poor. What's in it? It was something else too on that. Read up a little higher.
It says, whoso causeth this is verse 10. whoso causeth the righteous to go astray in an evil way, he shall fall himself into his own pit.
Right. And that goes along with what I read in Psalm 7. Go ahead.
But the upright shall have good things in possession.
Right.
The rich man is wise in his own conceit.
Right. The rich man is wise in his own conceit. Like, Esau really thinks that he's gonna prosper in this society. Like, that's his own conceit. That he stirred it up in his own mind. And then they really think, that they're the wise of this society.
Yeah, like you say, you got corporations, CEOs of corporations, which are these Amalekites, the scum of Esau, basically.
Jewish rats.
You got them. They're like, oh yes, they're already eyeballing the different assets of these different states that they want to buy up.
Not only the different states, because I remember y'all was there when remember he said because the Amalekite that we work for, he said, yeah, what I want you to do is I want you to invest at least $5 into a business overseas.
Oh God!
You remember that, right?
Yeah, God.
To the spirit, what I truly believe, and it's not far-fetched, because during 9/11, what happened? All the Khazars got the heads up, and they got out of there. Through the spirit, I believe the Khazars that are over here in America, what the scripture say? The first shall be last, and the last shall be first, right? Amalek is first. You know, Amalek, through the spirit, I believe Amalek gonna get up out of this country before shit hits the fan. You know, and matter of fact, the scriptures talk about get real quick, Jeremiah 50:16. Because Amalek, through the spirit, I believe Amalek's gonna leave, and they plan on setting up businesses overseas, man.
Jeremiah 50:16. Cut off the sword from Babylon.
Right, cut off the sword from Babylon, meaning all the jobs. Go ahead.
And him that handleth the sickle.
Right.
In the time of harvest.
In the time of harvest. It's all talking about working. Go ahead. Jobs. Go ahead.
For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn every one to his own people.
Right.
And they shall flee everyone to his own land.
Yeah, for fear of the oppressing sword. And the oppressing sword is talking about this dollar, man. This shit is crumbling. Look at these fucking, there go some rats right there walking with a nigga. That he gonna get a, yo, I gotta go, John. I gotta go. I gotta go, Randy. I see you another time.
Yeah.
He gonna leave that nigga.
Yeah, you dude gonna come to his house one day and everything's packed up and gone, man.
He gonna be out of there
without warning, man.
Right.
That's what a lot of these rats are gonna do, man.
Right.
In that time, man.
Yup.
They gonna pack up and dip. Niggas say dipset.
Yeah.
What they gonna do, man?
Yeah, God. Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna finish reading this article. It says, I'm gonna start at this part. It says the United States sits upon a fiscal cliff. Economic devastation is in the cards for the U.S. Many wonder what will happen when the country defaults and cannot pay its bills. The answer is simple. Our country will enter into receivership. Once receivership is thrust upon our country, the bankers will begin to take control of our assets. Among the prized assets coveted by the globalist bankers will be our water supply. Very soon, our water supplies will become the most expensive in the world. Obtaining water for many Americans will soon be a life and death struggle.
Right. What's that scripture? The silver for wheat. Revelations.
Revelation 6 and 9, 6 and 8.
Yeah, and also too, you have a good example of that. You have a good example of all that. When you look at early Germany, when
Weimar Republic.
Yeah, speak on it, huh?
Yeah, the Weimar Republic, basically. You know, the Allies back during World War I placed sanctions on Germany, so they had this currency. I believe it was I don't remember the currency's name at this time, but basically you could take a barrel.
The Deutschmark.
The Deutschmark. The German Deutschmark. Basically you could take a barrel of that currency and buy a loaf of bread.
Right.
And the currency was scattered in the streets, and basically it was worth nothing.
Right.
You know?
Right. And when the brother say barrel, he means like a wheelbarrow that you dump dirt in. You know, like that much dollars. You know, it's gonna take it. It's gonna be a whole lot. I got the scripture right here. It says, Revelation 6:8, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given unto them in the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. That's not it.
Nah, keep going.
Okay. Verse 9. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar.
Read up, or start
higher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, here it goes, 6 and 6. I'm gonna start at 5. Revelation 6 and 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse. And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And that's similar to a balance is a measuring device, like a scale. That's why they have the saying scales and balances. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures for barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. Go ahead, Monica.
Well, yeah, that goes back to, if you know where it is in Kings, where the famine got so bad that they had cannibalism broke out. But not only that, they were eating donkey heads and pigeon shit. You know, they couldn't afford real food because all the food was taken up. But that also goes into Esau's blessing, because he has control over the whole earth, and because of that, he holds the balances in the same sentence, in the same instance.
Was that the same story where the lady said, "Yo, we'll eat my child one day, and then the next day"?
If I'm not mistaken, it should be. It might be.
I'm not sure what that said. It's in Kings.
Yeah. If I had my sword, I could look at it, but
I got a scripture, 2nd Ezra 8 and 50.
Okay, cool.
Because it says, this is obtaining water for many Americans will soon be a life and death struggle, you know?
Right. 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
And don't the American people walk in great pride? No, don't they justify homosexuality and bestiality and pedophilia and all types of abominations? Don't they market? Don't these different restaurants market abominations, especially shrimp and pork?
Oh my God! Especially around here.
Every commercial that you see that comes on television, when it's talking about food and a different restaurant entree, is an abomination.
Yep.
It might be something lawful mixed with an abomination, like bacon wrap steak or some shit like that.
Right. Bacon on everything.
Yeah, bacon.
Yeah, bacon on everything. Shrimp on fucking everything. Crab meat and all that garbage. This nigga woman.
So go to 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 24, 25.
2 Kings what out? 6
and 25.
2 Kings 6 verse 25. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the 4th part of a cab of dove dung for 5 pieces of silver. Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Now this is undesirable food being sold with silver, 5 pieces of silver, man. So it was very valuable, you know. So in that day